Hi, I am Amirul Hisyam bin Mustafa. I am from Faculty Electrical and Electronic Engineering Technology. Today, I'm gonna present about my bachelor degree project, which is automated robot fertilizer for pineapple. Before I start, I would like to grade my board of panel. For the first one, my panel is Encik Muhammad Farid, and the second one is TS Muhammad Razali. Okay, my supervisor is Encik Hadi bin Azahar. So this is my poster for this project. So for the first one is introduction. The concept of this project is based on current phenomenal fertilizer method of agriculture field. So the amount of fertilizer is a key element to make a plant grow healthier. So the automated robot fertilizer is proposed to ensure the plant is grow healthier. So this robot is basically equipped with the storage tank for the pellet fertilizer, and for the moving it uses a 4-wheel tire, and for the mechanism it use of the servo motor in the both side to dispense the fertilizer. So this mechanism is attached on the side of storage tank, which trigger to perform dispense action. For the problem statement, currently the process of fertilize done manually by the workers. So there were problem occur which the amount of fertilizer are not enough and not irregular. So besides workers in agriculture industry require a more effort and time to fertilize the pineapple plants for several areas. So due to this, there are many areas to cover. So the amount not enough. So move to the next problem is cost of paying the worker are high. So basically, so in a farm, a large farm, it need a lot of worker to cover the area to fertilize the pineapples. Besides, the cost of fertilizer varies in through the Malaysia. So for the next point is the use of fertilizer and type of fertilizer that may be harmful to the health of worker. So hence by using a process of chemical fertilizer that contain of a chemical that are harmful on the human. For next, the excessive use of chemical, for example, urea and nitrogen, may lead to the disease such as cardiac disease, respiratory problem, several types of cancer, malaria and cholera. Move to the third one is my objective for this project. For the first one is to develop a robot system to fertilize the pineapple. So the second one is to analyze the performance of fertilizer distribution pattern and fertilizer usage. Okay, move to another one is scope of project. So for this project is to design and develop a prototype automated robot fertilizer for pineapple. So for this project is focusing on fertilize on pineapple that affect the growth of a food. Move to research and methodology. So this is my whole flowchart for my project. So when the power supply is connected, so when the robot at initial value, so the encoder value is 0. When the encoder begin to start counting, and move, and it will stop to the location. So this the encoder will measure and count 1 feet to stop. So when the robot is stopped, the feeder, both of feeder, right and left will on, and after a few seconds, time reach, it will continue the process again. So if the encoder doesn't count 1 feet, so it will continue to measure again. So for 1 feet determines the plant by plant. So the distance between pineapple plant is pineapple plant. Move to the next point, which is result and analysis. There are 2 graphs in the poster, which for the first one is time taken to fertilize the pineapple between the 2 methods, and the second one is the amount of fertilizer that get the amount of the number of plant will get with the amount of fertilizer. So for the graph one, for the time taken to fertilize the pineapple between these 2 methods, as you can see, the automated robot is slightly better in terms of speed compared to the manual method. So as you can see, for the manual method, it takes 202 seconds for 60 plant, and the robot only take 192 seconds to fertilize to fertilize the pineapple. So for the graph 2, the number of plant will get with the amount. So for this one, the 500 gram of fertilizer that has been recorded. As you can see on the graph, the fertilizer in terms of the number of plant will get, the robot has not good because due to the dispenser. So this one, for this one, the manual method is better. Okay, for the conclusion, the project explain the development of automated robot fertilizer, which specifically for the pineapple. So the goal is to design a robot that fertilize the pineapple and to analyze the distribution of fertilizer. So the fertilizer process is done by manual as a conventional method, and also implemented by a prototype robot and system fertilizer. So when after the experiment is done and complete, so data has been analyzed that the automated robot fertilizer is successfully achieve the objective of this project. Okay, lastly, so this is my reference of my project. So last but not least, thanks for hearing my presentation. So as for the next video, you can see my demonstration. Okay, for the picture, as you can see, these are the dispenser and placement of the servo. And for the next one is encoder sensor we place on the motor. The robot will move 1 feet to 1 feet according to measure. When it stop, it will dispense the fertilizer. Then after a few seconds, encoder will start measure and will move again, then dispense fertilizer. Assalamualaikum, saya Amirul, pelajar Universiti Teknikal Malaysia Melaka. Bersama saya adalah Encik Anwar Muhammad, iaitu lebih dikenali sebagai Nona Cikgu, iaitu pemilik ladang nenas. So pengalaman dia, dia berkecimpung dalam industri pertanian 23 tahun dan dalam peladangan nenas dia ada 6 tahun pengalaman. So Encik boleh bagi pendapat tentang projek saya, dan penambahbaikan ke?
Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum semua. Pertama sekarang saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada pelajar kita, Encik Amirul, urusan robotik sanggup datang ke ladang Nona Cikgu ni untuk buat testing plot dengan menggunakan robot dia yang sangat canggih, dan saya rasa mempunyai masa depan yang sangat cemerlang lah di masa hadapan, yang boleh ditambah baik lagi dan di-enhancekan untuk memajukan sektor pertanian ni kepada IR 4.0, iaitu merealisasikan hasrat kerajaan untuk menambah baik sektor ekonomi bidang pertanian ni, melonjakkan lebih lagi. Memang kita perlukan kita perlukan sokongan daripada pihak swasta, universiti dan industri sekali untuk melonjak naikkan bidang pertanian ni. Jadi dari segi robot tu saya sangat berpuas hati kerana dia membantu saya dari segi yang pertama sekali dari segi teknik pembajaan tu sekata. Yang keduanya dari segi pembajaan benih saya. Yang tuan-tuan boleh tengok sekarang belakang ni, kita boleh reducekan labor cost. Itu yang paling penting bagi petani.
Okey, sekian saja. Terima kasih saya ucapkan kepada Encik Anwar Muhammad, iaitu Nona Cikgu, kerana memberi pendapat beliau. Okey, terima kasih.